Hello everyone, Bowser Plush here and welcome to the Angry Birds Plush collection for 2020. Without further ado, let's start with Redbird. And then a Redbird variant I've got, Red Skywalker I think his name is. His name's Captain Red in the show, but I think his official name is Red Skywalker. Blue number 1, Blue number 2, Blue number 3. Originally I only had one blue. I can tell because one of them has a voice box in there. It's this one. I don't know if you can see it, but you can hear it. So, longer time fans will know, originally there was only one blue, but I got a couple more because, you know, makes sense. I had to make sure they were the same size as well. I know they're like bigger than they are in the games, but I thought, like what's the point in trying to, you know, just buy 3 of them when I could just buy 2 more for a cheaper price, actually. So yeah. There's Chuck, which was my favourite bird for a while, and probably still is, actually. I liked his ability. I never really watched, like, the show and that until, I think, like, 2 years before I actually had started in 2016, so I had no idea what, like, his character was, but I liked him. There's Matilda, a lovely old bird. when I first got her, I didn't remember her name. That's why, like, in the second episode she's in, I suddenly go, "Hey Matilda, do you remember your name?" She's like, "Ah!" Next up is Nelson, I believe. Frederick. No, not Frederick. It'll be on screen either way. I'll be like a yeah if it was Nelson. It's the boss of Angry Birds Rio, I believe, and is actually, you know, a bird from that film, but I decided to use him more as, like, he's a good bird, but, like, he's not a good bird at the same time, but, like, he's not affiliated with the pigs, probably. Originally, before I'd started this YouTube thing, I did, like, a film thing, like, same thing, actually, and this bird was actually working for Bowser, because I only had, like, 2 Angry Birds plushes at the time, no, 3, being this one, him, and that, so, yeah. Ice Bird, which we got lucky on. I don't normally trust eBay when I buy plushes because of the fact that half of my Mario plush collection are fake, but we got lucky with this one, or if not, it's a pretty, like, good fake. Maybe he's supposed to be, like, more, like, fluffier material, but I think, like, the more smoother material fits, like, the character more, as he's literally just a block of ice. It's also, like, one of my favourite birds as well. A smaller blue that has not appeared in an episode yet. He fell down there. A smaller red, which has not appeared in an episode yet. An egg, which I seriously need to wash off. Bomb bird. I do believe that's his name. And I don't know where, like, the extremely fake American accent came for this bird. And finally, the newest member, who has not appeared in any episodes yet, Yoda Bird. I won't tell you what's the plans for Yoda Bird, but he's going to appear, trust me. Now starting off with the pigs, we start with Pig. That's his name, if I remember correctly. Next we move on to Porkins. Now, how can I tell Porkins? What, this one's Porkins? There's a little mark there. That's how I remember that this one is Porkins and not the other ones. Although sometimes the other ones may be used if I'm trying to do a shot quickly. Then we have Piggy, who's the smallest pig, so he sounds funny. Next is Porky. Yes, it's supposed to be a reference to the Earthbound character Pokey, because I believe in Smash Bros. Brawl he is named Porky, which I think is a mistranslation. Although I'm not terribly sure. I'll look that up and I'll put that in the video as well. He goes there. And then there's Helmet Pig 1, known as Porkchop. And there's Helmet Pig 2, who is currently not in production doing anything because his hat falls off really easily, and if he had ears it'd be fine, but he doesn't. So, yeah, he appeared in that one episode. That episode ended up being a bust because, like, halfway through the thing, like, the prop started to fall apart. So that was great. Pork Dripper number 1. Notice I said number 1. Whenever I put Pork Dripper outside, it usually get like scuffing all over him because he's made of a smoother material, unlike the rest of the plushes. More like Captain Red's hat than an actual plush. So he got dirty, like with that mark there. So one time I thought, we should wash him. We did. And then he went yellow. And I got worried that it was going to permanently stay like this. So, just put him down there and introduce, currently unnamed, Pork Trooper number 2, which has got to be a later variant or a different version of him, because if you look, he has flat eyes, flaps instead of like a proper plush thing, and do you believe that bit? Yeah, it's more simpler. Overall, like, the second one is more alike to the actual pig in-game, but I like the first one more. I won't tell you where it's going to be used yet. I have a plan, but I'm not going to give that away just yet. Then we have Little Pork, my favourite pig to voice, although his sort of style's kind of gone because he doesn't want to die. This voice, where did it come from? Oh, this voice, has anyone watched Proton John? He once did, as a joke, a stream of a kid's game, and he started to talk like this. This, ironically, was the same day that I bought that bird, that I watched that. It was the day before I filmed it, so I thought this little pig should be like, I should probably die, because I am dead, or I am going to die. Yeah. And to contrast his both, without sounding rude, odd way of speaking, and overall wanting of death, we have he is a much more classy and much more posh brother. At least he tells himself that. He is supposed to be the opposite of Little Pork. I forget if I gave him a name. I don't think I did. Oh yeah, it was Top Hat Pig. Was going to be his name, or Top Hat Pork. Reason is I want to get a top hat for him, but I don't know where to get a top hat this small that can like fit on his little head, and that like once it's done, once I toss it in there, won't, you know, get squished and then fall off. So there he goes. Second to last is Pork Vader. I'm gonna be honest, I originally based this character off of Luigi Fan 00001's I forget the name of the Plants vs Zombies, the leader zombie, Dr. Zombot, yeah. And I've been trying to edge away from that more and more, but I've gotten so used to giving the character that voice that I've given him that it's not working. Although I do have a plan that fits in with Angry Bird, or like the short, like the Lord Short show, and like the interactions. That's why he has that voice, but it all depends on if I can get more pigs. Because the official pig, because I do believe he has an official plush, is too expensive. In fact, our final plush for today, King Pig himself, may notice his crown is kind of defunct. That's because if I was to pay, like, to get a proper one, I'd be paying £100. Well, getting this one, yeah, his crown's kind of gone, but I got him, and I got one of these helmet and one of these pigs for 20. So I'll take it. And with that, that is the entire collection of Angry Birds plush. Rather small compared to the Mario one, because this one has a far more dedicated group of characters over the others. So yeah. What are my plans for this collection? Well, I want to... Terrence is off the table. Before anyone asks, Terrence is too expensive to buy from any prices I've seen. Same with Bubbles and the Boomerang Bird and the other ones. And pig-wise, if I get more pigs, they're like gonna have like customizations to them, like to make them unique. So they all have their own different style. But with that, that is everything. See me next time when we go over the final section of plush, being the random plush. Until next time, goodbye!